Coach, if you can, we're now joined by the Orlando Pirates coach, Coach Jose Riveiro. Coach, if you may just give us a brief summary of the match from your perspective. Excuse me, Coach, whose plug is that?
I don't know it. It's your team.
It wasn't there before. Still my team. But anyway, Coach, please give us a brief summary of the match from your perspective.
Yeah, good evening. A difficult one. Looking at the result, and probably the last minutes were much more comfortable, but it was a difficult first half. I think a good opponent, credit for Hungry Lions. They came here to play football, not to just sit in the box, and they came with a compact positioning with the back four very high on the field. So we have difficulties to find little pockets. It was I think we create more danger to ourselves than to the opponent every time we try to find those intermediate positions. We improved a little bit there after 20-25 minutes, just before the goal, early, I think a little bit early, to build up with one more player low, and not suffering in the transitions with Daniels, which was a threat, a difficult team to deal with, because they have discipline, they have speed up front, and it was not so far that they actually get the lead in those first 20 minutes. So, like I said, we managed to open the game, to get the lead with one of those balls to the space, and I think in the second half, even before the red card, we have one chance with Rile. I think we managed to find more times spaces behind the line. We provoked the red card with also one ball behind the line. So we were learning during the game how to deal with them. And I think that then with one more player on the field, and we have a lot of talent up front, and it was difficult for them to cope, and in the end I think we dominate quite okay the game. Difficult first half, like I said, but good work from the boys, and in the end the objective is to be in the next round, and they did a good job.
Now open for questions.
Thank you. Good evening, Coach Karao.
Good evening.
Coach, is it possible for you just to give a brief, update in regards to Makhaula? And secondly, I think this is for the first time in a very long time seeing Orlando Stadium, breathing like that. Any message, for the supporters, because the previous coach said, they felt, consumed by the surroundings in and around them.
What was a shocking moment for all of us. Obviously, it's one of those situations that you sometimes, unfortunately, you have the opportunity to live yourself close. We used to see it in TV sometimes, and today was our chance to have that feeling. I can tell you, it's not nice. But thanks to the doctors and the technical assistants, I think they managed to stabilize him, because there was a difficult moment. That's what I heard. And what I know is that he's in the hospital. He's in good hands. He's in observation. I guess the club will tell you something tonight. I guess to share more details. It's a personal thing, so what I can tell you right now, even though I didn't have the opportunity to speak to Makhaula, is that it's okay.
And on the atmosphere, sorry, first time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. You have two
Yeah,
questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying, I think it's for the first time in a very long time that Orlando Stadium was breathing like that. The previous coach said they felt consumed. It's the first time they see, it being in a surrounding like this.
Yeah, it's actually, we should ask ourselves, how did we manage to continue playing football, not really knowing, sometimes we do things that we should even question ourselves, because yeah, like I said, it was not a easy moment, but doctor told us that he was okay the moment that he came in. And okay.
Breathing part was.
It should be in Spanish.
Yeah.
Sorry. The support today, it was, I think it's coming also from the derby. People came today much more optimistic and understanding that, it's like when that's the beauty of this game. I mean, our objective should be that when we finish the game, the people, it's checking when is the next one. You understand? And I think that was a little bit the feeling after Chiefs game, after the derby, that people is checking, okay, when we have another chance to see these guys playing football. And I think that was the atmosphere today in Orlando, which I have to say that was not in the last two games, Stellenbosch and Cape Town Spurs, but because we didn't play the way that they want to see us playing football. So when the atmosphere is like that, it's much more easy for us to play well. But anyway, I think the first 15-20 minutes we were a little bit shaking also in those moments, but little by little we found a way to play the game together.
Jabulani from News 24. To add on that, Coach, what will it take to turn Orlando Stadium into a fortress, a place that visiting teams don't like coming here? Because it's a stadium that the sound is second to none in terms of the fans, and also when things are good, they're able to also play with the team.
Absolutely. I mean, if you have that amount of people behind, then it's difficult to lose points. But it's us. We need to invite them to come with our football, with scoring goals. We know what the Pirates fans want, and it's on us to give them what they are looking for with good performances. I'm sure that if we continue winning games at home and scoring goals, they will, little by little come and support us more. It is what it is in football. So, but like you said, I think in 2024 we are unbeaten in Orlando, 2 games. So let's go for the next one.
Any other questions? Final question? Going once, going twice? John Luke is the final question. I'm not sure, Lorenzo, if you're in China, you're not sure if you should raise or not.
There's nothing to talk about. They smashed. You guys smashed it. Go and go.
Do the question, Lydia?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the final 2 guys and closing it. John, that's fine.
I know, Coach, you don't like to talk about individual players, and it's not an individual player.
International week.
Yeah. Coach, I mean, Mabasa is someone, Mabasa is someone who's always had striker's instincts, who's got the talent. What has been key in terms of him not being able to sort of emulate that consistently at Pirates, and what is it that you're looking for when the club calls him back to say this is what you need to do in order to make this a permanent record?
Well, I cannot really answer the first question. What I can tell you is what we are looking for in that position. He fits well. He's a striker that can help us to play better. Not only, we all know what Chejo can do in the box. His quality, his timing in the air, he's very complete, as close to the box as possible. But he's also improving in his playing far from the box. It's also giving us a lot of things, improving. It's like I said, he's a striker that we don't see the number 9 only like a player to finalize the action in the box and that's it. He's a player that needs to help us to play better, to play the football that we want to play, to be in contact with the ball, to dominate the central lane of the field, to create the spaces for our three number 10s. It's they have all of them, when they are on the field, they have a difficult work to do, and Chejo so far is doing well, and good for him, good for the team, is also finding the net, which is also obviously very important for a number 9.
Final question to the chairman.
Coach, I'm sorry to take you back. I just noticed around the incident that happened of Makhaula, and then I saw the reaction of some players, maybe just some few moments before of time now, they would respond. You could see some jittery there and there, maybe it was working them, but the performance they showed in the second half, it was just something totally different. And I was just reminded of, and I saw even you had Muthelezi kept a clean sheet with all what is going through. A lot has been said about some players, maybe mental strength, not being strong enough. But I'm also reminded of how we saw some players and how they dealt with this at the AFCON. So since you got here, would you say the aspect of mental health, in fact mental strength, is something that is improving for the South African players that you've coached?
Well, it's I don't know if there's any way I can measure that. I can talk about what I feel. It's obviously that we were already working together for 20 months, 21 months. And we went through many different experiences together. Football and no football, professional and not professional, because we are a big family. We are about 60 humans every morning in Rand Stadium, between players and coaching staff. So we have, you can imagine in that space of time, a lot of things has happened, and I think we try to grow with others' experiences as well. You understand what it happens to Melusi recently? Nobody can, guarantee that it's not going to happen to me. So what is happening to me, it's going to help them as well. So we try to, it's like a family in the end, and we try to grow together and use the experiences and all the things that are happening around the team, which are not few, obviously, because of, well, many reasons not related with football. Our experience in Africa, even though was not the most successful one, the finals, there's quite a lot of intense moments in our journey here, in our time together here. So that's the way, accumulate those experiences, get strong after, especially the difficult ones. That's how you grow, that's how you improve, going through difficult moments. And yeah, that's how little by little we getting better.
And on that note, we reach the conclusion of our press conference. Thank you, Coach.
Gracias.